Roll call. Here.
Here.
Any conflicts to report? Item 4, approval of minutes of the meeting of April 23rd.
We have to defer action, no one reviewed them.
Motion, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item A, request received from Councilman Jackie Lackey, Anthony Higgs, William Emerson, Homero Hinojosa, and Michael Pinker requesting district funding be allowed to the engineering department for professional engineering services and the sidewalk repair program.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the transfer of funds. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item B, permission form received from NIPSCO requesting authorization to trim trees at 6346 Forest Avenue.
We have a court order to cut this tree down. NIPSCO's gonna clear the wires so that we can actually get it cut down. The tree presents a hazard. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request. Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
If I mean, the address is actually 6436.
It's 6436, it's wrong here.
6436 on
Forest.
Forest.
Thank you.
Item C, correspondence received from Practical Environmental Consultants Incorporated requesting lane closure on 174th Street and left turn lane of southbound Kennedy Avenue to eastbound 174th Street on May 14, 2015.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve that lane closure.
Motion, second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item D, correspondence received from Mr. Brian Poland, Director of City Planning, requesting review of the Loop 850 Indianapolis addition to the City of Hammond.
We just need to review that. There's no action.
So noted. Item E, disposal authorizations received from the Hammond Police Department.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Chief Billy's request.
I'll second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item F, correspondence received from Fire Chief Jeffrey Smith requesting approval of Gail Evans' promotion from probationary firefighter to private firefighter and demotion of EMT 1 Joseph Sinclair to the rank of private second class, the promotion of EMT 2 Tristan Petrie to the rank of EMT 1 and demotion of EMT 2 Bernard Grisolia to the rank of private second class.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item G, demotion hearings on property located at, demolition hearings on property located at 6117 Columbia.
All right, Mr. President, we do have Pastor Cobb here on this property. I'd like to show the board pictures of the property. This was actually an emergency demolition because the City of Hammond's inspectors are afraid that somebody is going to get injured. This is just a garage. This is not a house. This is just a garage in the rear.
Okay, so noted.
Are these the property owners?
Yes, that's why I said I just wanted to show the board the reason it was set for an emergency because it's probably imminent danger of collapse if we get a bad storm. And maybe Mrs. Collins? Yes. All right, is this the condition of the property as it is today, which is April the 30th, 2015? Yes. Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the board?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, on that garage from where it is, we were going to repair it, but the first thing we had to do was support the roof. And so that roof is supported. Underneath that sits a car, and the car, you can't get just any rims to fit on the car. You can't, and so we couldn't get it, so we couldn't just necessarily tow it. And, and if I felt that there were extreme fear of that falling, well, then I would take the chance on, on moving that car from there. We do believe that, with, that garage can be repaired from where it is, but we're asking for an extension of 30 days. It will not, I don't believe that it will take that 30 days. I had even talked to someone today because we were trying to see which was cheaper to either tear it down or repair. But it can be repaired. It can be repaired at a reasonable cost, and if not, we're asking permission that we would be able to demolition, or tear down that garage if it deemed necessary from there. But we'll need, 30 days and perhaps less to do that.
30 days.
At least we're asking, for 30 days.
Mr. Cobb, is the yard fenced in?
Is the yard fence? No, just across the
What I'm
backside.
asking is, can people walk into the yard by the garage and?
No.
It's not an alley, it's just a fence in the back. It's not an alley in between. They put the
Yeah.
garbage in the front.
Yeah.
I would only ask the board that we just enter the order. It'll take us 30 days. It'll take us more than 30 days to bid it out.
Here's what we're gonna do. If we enter the order, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be, like Chris said, 30, 45, 60 days before we even get there. So you
Now-
have more than enough time to act on whatever you're gonna act on to try to get whatever situation you can get done.
Okay, I have a question. Once we get it done, do we come back here and let you? Oh, we go and see it?
We'll get pictures after you demolish or fix it. We'll take it from there.
Oh, we'll just
If you
come
are
in
gonna
and-
repair it, you will need a permit. You'll
Right.
Go to the building department for that.
Right.
And I will also suggest that if you're gonna do the demolition yourself, you get a dumpster,
Mm-hmm.
the street department, public works is not gonna pick that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Or we'll affirm it, but it's not gonna happen today or tomorrow or even next week. Okay?
But,
Yeah.
start today and get going on it because 30 days will roll
We'll
back
go
really
really quick.
Yeah.
We know.
But just need that block of time to
No, you'll have at least 30 days.
okay. I don't want, I want to go over there next week and they're there.
All right.
Okay.
Motion,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah.
5643 sold.
Mr. President, this is the second emergency demolition. I don't know if anybody's here on this. This is a property that actually, Member Smith would know it had burned. There's actually nothing left on the roof. It is just four walls standing without a roof. The owner is Allstate Properties, and we contacted them at 2 different addresses. Nobody's here. I would ask the order, emergency order to demolish the answer to the property bid.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. 6817 Bearing.
6817 Bearing. Mr. President, this is new demolitions now. These have been properly noticed. This is unfortunately filled with animal waste, and because of the concern of safety to the public, we would request the order be affirmed as presented. We do have proper service.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
all those in favor? Ayes have it. 531 Cherry.
531 Cherry is owned by Miss Wendy Wang. There has been an inspection paid for, and a rehab agreement has been drafted and approved by the board. We'd ask for a continuance to June 11th to check status.
Motion,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. 620 Cherry.
Similarly, this is owned by Pavlovich. Mr. Pavlovich has mailed an agreement to rehab on April 1st, and he posted a bond. We'd ask for a continuance to June 11th, check for status.
Motion, second,
Second.
all those in favor? Ayes have it. 2841 Cleveland, garage only.
This garage, 2841 Cleveland, actually, it was demolished by the owner. It's down, and we would request to be taken off the demolition list.
Did you bring pictures? They like to see
I
60.
never seen the garage. I never seen it when
This must be the new owner.
Yes, sir.
So you already told me.
It's off the list,
It
yeah.
was off.
It was knocked down.
Yes.
You can build yourself a new one now,
Yeah, that would be nice.
With permits.
with permits, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So noted.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
1126 Drac.
This is 1126 Drackert. This is a property that the city received complaints last summer at the Pullman Crime Watch that there were kids hanging out there. Oh, here we go. There's been no permits issued as of April 27, 2015. We have the owner listed as Etheridge. The property was at one time part of a bankruptcy, and Mr. Casas, the attorney for the debtor, indicated this property was abandoned, so is no longer part of the bankruptcy estate. At this point, we would like to have the property affirmed for demolition. Ms. Cantar is going to provide the court or the board with pictures of the property as it sits at the last time of the inspection.
Are you guys the Etheridges?
They wanted to buy the property.
Okay, who owns it now? You people?
No,
So you have nothing to do with this right now?
Could we have your name?
no, my name is, I'm a real estate agent.
What's your name, sir?
Jose L. Sanchez.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez you got that, Chrissy, is a real estate agent, and who are the people that want to buy the property? These,
They have
okay, what's your names?
Kathy Ramos.
Okay,
Noel Ramos.
okay. We've got that, the Ramoses are here as well as potential purchasers. Mr. Sanchez, I'm gonna, actually, is this the condition of the property as it sits now? Does this look like it? Okay, I'm gonna present these to the board. Mr. Sanchez, could you let the board know what the status of the purchase agreement is?
They had an accepted offer for the property.
Who owns it at this time?
And this time, I can call the.
Who's the seller?
The seller is a company for like investor or something.
Okay, so our concern to the board is that, I mean, notwithstanding that the Ramoses seem like a nice young couple and probably want to move in there, our concern is that if Mr. Sanchez doesn't have the ability to contact the seller, it could be a bank or anything, that we're going to be in a situation where the Ramoses cannot close, and then we're back here.
So he's not the real estate agent
They
for the
can, they're
property?
gonna close.
He's a real estate agent for the buyer.
So he's not, that's what I'm saying, he's not the real estate agent for the whoever owns it?
I don't believe so. Mr. Sanchez, are you the real estate agent for the buyer?
For the buyer,
Okay.
yes.
Do you want us to affirm the demo, give them 30 days to pursue?
Yeah, we'd like to affirm the demo and stay any permits to June 11th and set it for status at that time. We'll bid it out. Probably in the next, it probably won't even be bid out till after June 11th. So we'll just set it for status on June 11th. But yeah, in fact, at this point, we have it being owned by the bank. So by June 11th, come back and let us know whether or not you have an agreement, purchase, or signed or anything.
We signed already.
Okay, well then get us a copy of it.
Okay.
Okay, you have,
By 11, okay.
but sooner rather than later, so we can monitor it, okay?
Come to the inspector of the
Yeah.
Kevin, did he say he signed papers already?
Yes,
So you know who the owner is?
yes.
Here you go.
I can call him right now, and give you the information.
Get us the copy of the purchase agreement.
So we're entering the order.
Yes, the request is to enter the order.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Get us a copy, June 11th. June 11th, okay, thank you. Mr. Sanchez, do you have a card? Okay, give it to Ms. Cantor, please.
211 Hanover.
Okay, 211 Hanover, it looks like we've got an interested party here. We believe it might be either bank-owned or owned by Mr. Wilson. It's been boarded up since 2012. Vacant house with a garage that is, at least in our opinion, ready to collapse with bricks separating. There was an inspection paid for, however, on April 16th, so I believe this gentleman probably paid for it.
No.
No, all right.
somebody has bought the property,
Bought the property recently?
somebody else.
Oh,
Your name, sir? Your name?
John Wilson.
Okay, you're John Wilson. Do you know who bought it?
I'm trying to find that out right now.
Did you pay for the inspection?
No, they actually put a new roof on it last month.
Okay, without permits, probably.
I think it's still in my name, so I need to figure out who,
you owned it before?
yes, sir.
What's your current address?
6723 Bering Avenue.
So you owned it before someone just recently bought it?
Yes, sir. I've been out of the house for 3 years. The first year I went over there and I tried fixing it up a little bit. It kept getting broken into, stuff stolen, so kind of gave up on it. I tried to put it on the market for about 6, 8 months. Nobody was buying it, so they took and sold it in,
Who's they?
I guess, the
Was
mortgage.
it the county? Was it like a tax sale?
Yeah, tax.
Okay, so,
Exactly.
okay.
And I'm trying to figure out who bought it and get a name and a phone number or something for you guys, because they are working on it.
If you go to Crown Point, go to the assessor's office, go to the
that what I
auditor's
need to
office,
do?
they'll be able to tell you who,
I would assume Mr. Callahan's going to send an inspector out there to put a stop work order on it if they're doing work out without permit, so
Yeah,
Mr.
somebody-
Kearney will.
Work on the property.
Okay.
That's what paid for the inspection.
Okay, Mr. Jose Deby, D-E-Y-B-I, Calzada, C-A-L-Z-A-D-A, hyphen Galvin, G-A-L-V-A-N, 4742 Elm Avenue.
I'm the buyer for this property, 211 Canal.
Okay, you know that too?
Yeah, because he already paid.
Mr. Sanchez is back.
I can't imagine that, but.
You know him? You know the owner?
I know the owner,
Galvin?
David Calzada. For
Okay, that's-
211.
Yep,
He went downstairs to pay the inspection for last meeting,
okay,
We were here.
we'll get a hold of him now. At the end of the day, Mr. President,
Good luck, or go to Compoint, assessor's office, auditor's office, and they'll be able to tell you who's entitled.
Thank you very much.
we're going to request, given that Mr. Calzada has paid for the inspection, to set it for status of June 11th.
Motion,
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
all
day.
in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. 430 Highland Street.
All right. I don't know if Mr. Salazar has anything to do with this one, but you never know. This also has had a demo inspection paid for. We have the owner listed as Schreiber. There's a large hole in the roof that's the major concern. We're going to ask that this be set over for status on June 11th.
Motion? Second. All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. 1015 Hoffman.
1015 Hoffman, I believe Mr. Torres is the owner. He is here today. An inspection has been paid for as of April 6th. Mr. Torres, are you the same owner of 1014 Reese?
No.
Okay, is your first name Hugo?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got, just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
we-
two different.
there's a different Hugo Torres running around the city.
I see in the letter, they sent me letters with a different address.
Mhm.
So this is the first time I find something.
Yeah, he actually got a notification of a demolition to the
Could
the
you
house.
go ahead and state your name?
Yes, I'm Claudia Torres, his daughter. Just to clarify, he was receiving notifications at a different location with the same Hugo Torres, but it wasn't him, so he had no idea that the house was up for demolition until recently. He just received the actual letter to our actual home.
Can we get your address just so we have a good contact address for you? What is it?
2170, wait.
Okay, 2117 White Oak. All right. And Mr. Torres, is this the condition of the home currently?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to present these to the board. Is that window been,
Yeah, somebody broken like,
okay, this was on December of 14. Is that still wide open?
yeah, no, I got it already, the new ones that I just trying to get better.
Not boarded up or
I
anything?
don't want to put it up before you guys see it. I got plans to do everything.
Okay, okay, let me just show these to the board. And he has paid for inspection. I don't believe Mr. Cook has had the opportunity to get out there yet. It was just paid for as of early April. And Mr. Torres, what is your intention to do with the premises?
I want to do everything.
Are you moving in, or are you going to rent it out?
Yeah, he's planning on either using it as a rental property or them moving in themselves.
Okay,
So he's fixing it up, he's waiting for it, he wants a permit in order to be able to further fix it and finish the property.
okay. The only suggestion we would ask is that the window be boarded up.
I got new windows already.
That'd be great, because you don't want animals and things getting in there between now and the inspection. So if you could board up the window, we would request a status date for June 11th to allow the inspection to take place.
I put it right now, a piece of good.
Great, that'd be great.
Second?
June 11th,
In favor?
Aye.
June 11th.
Ayes have it.
June
Yeah.
11th.
June 11th, come back June 11th.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr. Torres.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
821 Indiana Street.
821 Indiana, this property has been marked uninhabitable. There's open electric inside the property. There's a basement apartment that does not meet code. We have not received any inquiries on this property since notice. We have the owners as Giron, G-I-R-O-N, and Maldonado. Seeing that no one is present, we would request the order be affirmed. Service has been effectuated pursuant to the statute.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
all those in favor?
Okay, we're good on that.
Ayes have it.
Kevin, pictures from?
Yes, sir, thank you.
970 Murray Street.
970 Murray, Mr. President, this was one time owned by Caruso. The city is well aware of that company's properties and ownership. The water's been off since 2012. There is no gas or water meter there. The electric panels have been stripped out. It's a boarded-up frame house. We would request that the demolition be affirmed based on the evidence presented. Service has been effectuated on this property.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
all those in favor? Ayes have it. 1333 to 37, 150th Street.
This is a multi-unit structure. There's been no water usage since 2012. The owner is SAS Properties. We would consider it a dangerous rear porch situation. It's wooden, and there's a storm cellar that's open, and the roof is in poor shape. We have notified these folks, have had no response, and would request, based on the evidence presented, service having been made, that the demolition order be affirmed.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. 709 119th Street.
Mr. President, this is a bit of an unfortunate situation. It's actually probably at one time was a very nice home. It's owned by the bank now. It now has severe water damage with some collapsed ceilings and mold throughout the house. The inspectors have taken photos of that. We've presented those to the board. So unfortunately, given the condition of this home and what is otherwise a nice neighborhood, we would request that the order be affirmed and service having been effectuated on this property.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. 1014 Reese.
1014 Reese, this property was actually before the board some time ago. The Court of Appeals reversed this board's order based on a conflict of interest with Mr. O'Connor. Mr. Torres is here. He's been by my office. He has presented a letter by Town and Country Remodeling that says that because of the weather they weren't able to pull permits, but it's been learned by myself and Ms. Cantor today that actually they don't have a business license at this time. And so there's a concern about this property. We don't believe any work's been done on this property since 2013 when it was originally on the list. I'll let Mr. Torres go ahead and respond to that, and I think Ms. Cantor has some evidence she'd like to present. So, Mr. Torres, go ahead with anything you'd like to present to the board.
Go to the microphone if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm the other Hugo Torres, obviously S3 in town. My problem started from, I started a job in the back porch, and I was confused with another Torres. So I was bore out saying that my house was in a rental property while I was at work. And all this, they asked me to hire a lawyer, make things all worse, which he got fired from this job. And since then, I've been having a lot of problems finding somebody to get it all straight. And I didn't know this company don't have a license right now, but obviously I can get somebody else to do the repairs. And here's the evidence that there's another Hugo Torres in White Oak, Whiting, and I guess he's the other one. So there's more than 3 families with the same name and last.
That was him. No, that was him that on White Oak.
Okay.
How long have you owned this property?
Since 92, 93, 1993.
When there's nobody living there now?
I live there. I don't know if I'm the only one. There's no water, so I go to my mom's house and, take care of showers and stuff like that.
So the house has been inspected
Twice already.
twice.
Yeah, Mr. President, the problem being, this demolition started back in 2012. The board issued an order because of the makeup of the board. The order was overturned, not because of the condition of the house, it's because of conflict on the board. The problem being is since 2013, he's done nothing. He had an inspection report last Christmas. We did an agreement to rehabilitate. It has since expired. He has done none of the work. The front steps are still cracked. The rear porch is still missing. And in these pictures, the backyard is completely full of tall weeds.
As of right now, I mean, like I said, that was promised when the first day, they gave me the permit to,
You don't need a permit to cut grass.
no. I don't, is it there right now?
Mr. Torres, is this what the rear of the house looks like? Is it still missing the same porch that you threw into the backyard in 2012?
Yes, because I haven't been able to get a permit
Right.
to,
And is that still the same indoor electrical being exposed to the elements for your?
all this been disconnected since the beginning.
So there's no power there either?
No.
And you're living there?
No, there's no power in the outlet.
And what about these front steps? Are they still crumbling or have you fixed them?
Yes, because I won't be able to touch anything, so I'm trying to hire somebody to do it. And when they first got the okay, I guess the company was too busy. When they came, they said I need to do a contract with the city, and they were not able to come back and do the permits, but they said they're ready to go.
So you don't have any pictures with you to show that the house looks any better than my pictures?
No, I should have bring them, but are those pictures recently? Because there's no grass right now.
Well, no, they're from last summer when we put
Yes,
the
right.
back on the demolition.
Yeah, once they called me about the grass, everything was taken care of. Everything's been taken care of, except for the back porch.
I mean, my concern is that this has been in this same condition for 4 years and he hasn't gotten around to fixing it yet. I would ask that the board enter an order to demolish, and if he is truly serious about fixing it up this time around, then he can do a new rehab agreement and actually start working on it. But the one he had is expired.
Okay,
So moved.
Second.
there's a motion and a second. Sir,
Yes,
you have like 30 days
yes, sir.
to get a contractor
And they have a list downstairs.
and
Yes, sir, okay.
go to the building department, but I mean, this property is deplorable. I mean, you haven't cut the grass, you have to maintain the property.
No, it's been maintained since those pictures. The inspector called me right away, and I mean, I work 12 hours a day, and yeah, it looks horrible, but it was taken care
So
of.
you're gonna have approximately 30 to 45 days to get a contractor, get something done, get back in, see the building inspector, see Kelly. Otherwise, they're gonna move to demolish this.
No, Mr. President, he just has some paperwork. Is anything in that paperwork evidence of any repairs that you've done on the property?
With all respect, Your Honor, the lawyer that I got me in all kind of trouble, and instead of helping me, and you guys told me I wasn't able to touch anything, just clean. If there's anything I can do myself, I used to work for a construction company. If anything, if I'm allowed to do, I can do right away.
Well, you'll have to talk to the building department on what you can and can't do.
Mr. Torres, do you have any evidence or anything you would like to present to the board or any witnesses to call on your behalf? Do you have any other evidence you'd like to present?
No, I didn't bring any with me, no.
Okay. We had a motion and a second to affirm the demolition order. But sir, you have 30 to 45 days.
Yes, sir.
While the demolition order is pending. And to get going, get something done.
No, just,
I'm sure your neighbors on both sides don't want to see all that.
Yeah, that's a bigger problem.
yes, sir.
Motion and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Good luck. 1133 River Drive, garage only.
I believe Ms. Cantor received a call from Attorney Janitas and has learned that this property is in an estate. I believe what we're going to do is request that the order be entered.
No, we're
And
gonna continue it.
we are?
Yeah, we're gonna continue, because there's now in foreclosure.
Ah.
They paid for an inspection, but now it's in foreclosure, so we're gonna kick it over to June 11th, just to see if either the lender or the estate is going to actually make the repairs.
June 11th status, please.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. 1105 Truman.
1105 Truman, Mr. President, the owner is listed as Hernandez. We did get a letter from the bank that had the mortgage. They've released the mortgage and want nothing, it is claimed on this matter that's before the board today. There have been no permits pulled. Given the condition of the property and the water being off since 2013, the ceiling having been collapsing and is collapsed, we would request the order be affirmed.
So moved.
Motion? All those in favor? Ayes have it. 6813 Woodmark.
Mr. President, we've been in contact with Mr. Georgi on several occasions, who is the attorney representing the owner, and he's requested a continuance to June 11th. The demolition inspection has been paid for as of April 23rd. June 11th.
Oh, continue, I'm sorry, so moved.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
That concludes the demolitions. Thank you, Mr. President.
Item A, sharing on property located at 222 Hanover and 4930 Cedar Avenue.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Those two properties are owned by Tommy Culver. He advised me this week he no longer wanted me to represent him. I sent a letter to the board. I told him that I would, before I formally withdrew, ask for 30 days so he has time to get a new lawyer. So if you can set that one for June 11th.
Sounds reasonable to me. Motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Item I, hearing on property located at 40 Warren, 4319 to 41 Sheffield Avenue, 701, and 705 Kane Street, and 1204 Lakeview Street.
Right, all of those are in the process of agreements being reached, I believe, but I don't have the formal agreements. Some they're getting contractor costs to make sure they can do the work and the time for doing it. One of them, we did a re-inspection with Mr. Callahan and Mr. Kearney, and I'm getting the details on what they would recommend be done with the property. So if we can kick those over, hopefully we'll have agreements the next meeting.
June 11th, next meeting,
60 days would be even better.
60.
That puts us out to July. And yeah.
It never ends.
July 2nd?
Are we open? Yeah, we're open.
July 2nd.
Everything open.
Motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Thank
Ayes
you.
have it,
Thank
July
you.
2nd.
Thank you very much.
Hearing on property located at 4839 Elm.
This is the one that you received a correspondence from Mr. Foster yet again, asking for another continuance. It's been continued at regular intervals for over 2 years. I mean, it's up to the board on this. It just doesn't ever seem to be going anywhere.
He's really made no attempt to schedule an inspection after requesting an inspection.
So what was the initial complaint? A second floor apartment? I got that.
This has been going on since October 2012.
Even if we affirm it,
He can appeal it to the Superior Court. I would ask, do you have an order prepared?
I do not.
Okay. I would just ask that maybe we have a week for the inspector to prepare an order, the board signs it, he can appeal it if he wants. Enough's enough.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it, so we'll see you next week with the order. Final registration hearing on property located at 146 Goslin.
I have a postal here that says Mrs. Ruiz is in Nevada because her mother's ill, so. Who, is this?
Riz is registered every year. I do know them, so I'm not representing them at any point, but they actually live in the first floor, rent the second floor. It is a true two-unit. They have been on time, this is the first time and I believe it's just due to being.
Like to make a motion to waive the late fee for the unit must be registered at the ABW.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it. Item L. Final registration hearing on property located at 5519 Claude.
Now, there's a lady here, and she spoke to me before the hearing on that for the demolition. She purchased the property on tax sale, and she's got the documents to show that she purchased it on tax sale. For the reason she didn't register it for 14, because she didn't own it until the end of 14. But she has her own documents. I spoke to her before the hearing, I thought it was done. Go ahead and tell the board.
Did you buy it, ma'am?
We didn't get possession until January of this year. And we paid this year.
Okay.
So,
Well, this is,
so I got a notice
the
from.
equity trust is not her.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Are you equity trust?
Yeah, I have a power of attorney. Yeah, yeah. And, yeah, and this is the deed we received in December.
Yeah, the deed is dated December the 16th, 2014. So, yeah, I would just, she was not the owner at the time it was required to be rented. She didn't have it until this year.
I'd like to make a motion to dismiss action.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Ayes have it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's all done. Make sure you register from now on.
Item M. Who did these? Who did this again? There's a lot of mistakes. A lot of boo-boo. Must have went out for half the hour. Rental registration hearing on property located at 6149 California and 2707 Cleveland.
Okay, sir. On the California, I was living there to November of last year. And on the other property on Cleveland, I bought it last May, and I forgot to register.
And we have, Mr. Gerardo?
Yes, sir.
There was an affidavit from 2013 that was vacant. He is registered for 15. Question is for 6149 California is the rental registration for 2014.
He said he lived there until when? When did you live there, Phil?
To November last year,
Of 14?
yes.
Is it rented now?
I just rented in December to start this coming soon. I don't
Kelly, you
know.
got nothing on 2707, you said?
No, I don't have that in front of me.
Well, he said he lived there.
No, he lived on
Live in
California.
In California, on the other one I
So we're
bought.
good on California, let's deal with Cleveland.
Is Cleveland a single family home?
Yeah.
Duplex.
Yeah, it's registered every year except for 14, as far as Cleveland.
Okay. So, there's no action on California because you live there, right?
Correct, unless he rented it the last month of the year, but that's, right. But the other one, we would need to waive the late fee and let him register for 2014 at $80 per unit. How many units on Cleveland? One?
That's only one.
Just one.
So knows what she said.
The motion? There's a motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Okay? You're in good
You
shape.
can wait till after the meeting, you can register California, I'm sorry, Cleveland today, or they'll send you something in the mail.
So I gotta pay?
$80.
Only $80.
Yeah.
I got it with me right now, I could
Okay,
do it.
after the meeting, she'll get you the paperwork, you can go downstairs and pay today.
Item N,
Thank you very much.
rental registration hearing on property located at 1008 Eaton Street and 1105 Moss Street.
Mr. and Mrs. Williams?
Hi, Your Honor.
Morning.
My husband has a lot of health issues right now, but before then, he received news that his sister was dying in Louisiana. And I usually handle this, and I totally forgot because I was worried about him. And I just forgot. That's just honest as I could
Do
be.
you have anything on these properties? Chris?
Same thing, registered every year except for 2014.
Is it both of them single family, or are they duplexes or anything?
Both of them are rentals.
Just single family though?
Yes. No. Yes. I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry.
I'd like to make a motion that the late fees be waived, but the unit must be registered at $80.
Motion?
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have
You
it.
can wait till after the meeting to pay the $80 or $160, or they'll mail you something, they'll put something in the mail for you.
I put something in the mail.
They'll mail you the.
Oh, okay. They'll mail me
You
and I.
have 30 days to pay it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item O, rental registration hearing on property located at 6322 Monroe.
Good morning. I'm here to represent my mother. She's in Munster Median now. She owns the property at 6320 and 22. It's a duplex, and I was not aware that we needed a permit or anything until the renters told me, you know, in February. So they've tried filling out the paperwork for them themselves, and I gave them the money to pay, but they said that wasn't good enough.
Late, they couldn't do it.
Yes, yes.
So it's a duplex?
It's a duplex, yes. My mother lived in the front and they live in the back.
Okay, so there's one rental.
Are both units rented now? though,
No,
that you know?
no. She's, we're currently not sure if she's coming home or, you know,
So she lives in one and she lives up there.
yes, yes.
I'll make a motion that we waive the late fee on the one unit, but it must be registered at $80.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. So,
Thank you.
no, you go ahead.
You can wait, you can pay it today after the meeting, she'll get you the paperwork, or we'll mail you guys something in the mail.
I'll wait,
You got
I'll pay
30
it.
days. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Item P, rental registration hearing on property located at 6631 Madison.
Six 631 Madison?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got the time change in their favor.
Social.
Yeah.
Anybody here?
Yes, wait.
We got Chris.
I would just, I don't think
This is 30 minutes, now registered for 14.
Just 14?
Do you have any reason why? Okay, I would just say you can do an appears appeal denied.
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item Q, rental registration hearing on property located at 607 Mulberry.
This is a trust.
607 Mulberry.
Okay, look on this one.
Do you have anything?
This is, owned by Randall Ruth, who runs Roofing.
I don't have, no appears, I say appeal denied.
Yeah, this is, 2014 owner.
Oh, this is their, oh no, 607, okay. No,
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's the commercial property, you know.
I say no one appears, appeal denied.
Motion to deny.
The motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item R, rental registration hearing on property located at 6319 Nebraska. 6319 Nebraska, yes,
I
sir.
thought the same thing.
Morning.
There you go first.
What you got for me?
6319 Nebraska has been registered since 2009. Mr. Ralph Ignis, okay? Being registered owner is not missing any other year since 2014. 2015 rental registration was paid on March 13, 2000.
Right. The reason I missed 14 was September of 13, I had my right knee replaced. That went fine. December of 13, I had my left knee. I had complications, and it just, you know, I'm the one that takes care of it, not my wife, so.
Understand.
You got nothing, Chris? Chris?
No, I would just say that we should waive the late fee. I thought it was a demo property, but that was 6419.
Make a motion to waive the late fee. You know, must be registered.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it. If you're good to go, you can wait till after the meeting and pay after the meeting if you like.
Okay.
Item S, I would just ask that the board approve the agreement.
Motion approved the findings fact.
Oh, item S. Thanks for moving ahead without me.
I did give you 2 copies, and the board sent both of them.
Specific finding of fact and decision on property of 1418 Warwick Avenue.
Yes.
Recommendation is to approve.
Correct, and I have 2 copies because they're here to register now.
There's a motion.
Second motion. Second.
Who's on first? Motion and a second. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item T, correspondence received from property owners requesting rental registration hearing dates be set. Reset.
Is there just one?
May 15th.
That's not right. Should be the 4th.
Here's April, here's May. 2 weeks would be May 14th.
Oh, I'm sorry. For the first one, we'll do
May 14th?
May 14th. For the second one, the lady, the person is going to have some medical thing going on. She was scheduled for June 25th. She wants possible if she could be scheduled for the 7th of May.
That's fine.
Or is it possible to submit an explanation of the omission of payment in writing?
Whatever the board wants to do.
Just schedule it for May 7th, see if they can be here.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item U, correspondence received requesting rental registration dates be set.
We got a whole bunch?
July 2nd.
Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item B, correspondence received from Mr. Gary Gleason, Director of Public Works, requesting approval of the placement of residential parking signs on the 7300 block of Alabama Avenue for a 90-day trial period.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request.
Motion? All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item W, correspondence received from 3rd District Councilman Anthony Higgs, requesting speed limit and children playing signs be placed on the 6200 and 6300 blocks of Harrison Avenue and property located at 5633 Calumet Avenue be placed on a demolition list.
If I may, regarding 5633 Calumet, I have to believe that the address he's suggesting is 5533 Calumet. I've had correspondence from both. There is a situation at 5533 Calumet that has a citation on it. I have no problem putting it on the property or putting it on the demolition list. But Councilman Higgs is continuing, bringing complaints to the board and through council, and they are continually having improper addresses, wrong addresses. I'm trying to guess what his problem is and how he wants us to address it. But quite honestly, Councilman Higgs needs to drive by the building, get the address, write it down, and bring it to us. I will check out 5633 Calumet, but I don't believe that property, if there is such an address, may be worthy of the demolition. 5533 can be placed on the demolition list, no problem.
So I'd like to make a motion that that be referred to you, and that the first item be referred to Gary Gleason.
Second. Motion and second. All those in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Ayes have it. Item X, correspondence received from St. John Bosco School requesting street closure during the 10th annual Race for Education, May 20th, 2015, from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request.
Second. PD?
Yeah, we need to send it to them too, right?
Yeah, and Gary.
And Gary. Motion and second. All in favor? Ayes have it. Item Y, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
Motion to recommend them all, approve them all.
Motion?
Second.
Second. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Any matter from board members?
I have three matters.
Okay.
First is a letter from John McCrum from Eichhorn, and he's requesting that a property at 6609 Jefferson, let's see, received notice of order.
I can sum that up, Mr. Prod. That's the long-running Andrade issue. Mr. Andrade was cited for having an illegal five unit in the garage. That was 2 years ago. The case has been continued. It was set till July the 9th. Mr. McCrum is now handling the litigation aspect of it. He has asked that the case actually be accelerated so that the board doesn't have to start over because of the staleness of the notice. And so because of that, he's asking for a hearing date to be set May 14th.
So I'd like to make a motion that we set the hearing for May 14th.
The one that was previously set for July the 19th.
This is the last hearing.
This is it. This is going to be a hearing date on May the 14th. It's going to accelerate it from the July 9th and vacate the July 9th.
Motion? Second. All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it.
Next item is I have a specific findings of fact. It's recommended to be approved by the law department. I'd like to make a motion to approve it.
Second. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
And finally, I have a license agreement with NIPSCO for the Marquette Greenway Bike Trail. Chris hasn't had a chance to review it, but it's basically the same as previous ones, so I'd like to recommend that we approve it subject to Chris's review.
Motion? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Any other issues from board members?
I got nothing.
Any matter from any department heads or the representatives? Kurt?
No, I'm fine with the Thursday.
Any new business? Any old business? The meeting is now open to the public. Anyone from the public wish to address the board? I'd like to recognize Councilwoman Vines, who joined us this morning.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion, second, all in favor, ayes have it. Thank you for attending.
Hey, for those of you that are running registration, that want to get your paperwork, have a seat.